Abuja December 7th for Bertram, Yatuaba, you declare John Dramani Mahama as the winner.
In the light of the above, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor as the returning officer of the 2024 presidential election to declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the president-elect of the Republic of Ghana.
A bass and an enjoyment and a course of Mahama Fia, nay, guy for DC4. War Hokra and himself, Senator, or Gentia. Nippon war, Nippon to the great in this. I found and then Mahama Bemo speech, so you know the work ahead of us. You've seen all the videos.
We are determined to work together with you to build the Ghana we want.
And this is what the 10 policies by Mahama in the first 120 days in office, which is in the first 4 months. Adia Obabe tackle heavily. Abuja go through some of them. Number one, as you nominate within the first 14 days the complete list of cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval. Now is the president Yaba or choose a man for obey ministers in the cabinet in the Eka. Mahama say within the first 2 weeks of Bao now we make use say or all the names of a man for Bemo position on Abemu. Say the Bay Parliament Bejo Matum. The funny bit then they say right now Ghana Parliament, at least the 9th Parliament, which will be constituted after January 7th. 2/3 of the parliamentarians na bit me getting normal approved, That's the NDC4. So right now in Ghana Parliament, it's not like say a minority or majority. You majority and a mini. Like MPP couldn't even try to get 100 parliamentarians. I think that they are less than 80. So, right now, 2/3 can approve anything for parliament. And that 2/3, NDC4 Onina. So, if the bill is good, just the parliament won't even delay on it. No one is and then, it gets signed, the deal is, they go through. MPs for parliament right now are basically useless because Momo municipal parliament for the entire 4 years, things will get done. Hey, one piece, one tribe are saying. The good thing about that, and if the president comes with policies and ideas and laws a bit me about the Ghanaians now, at least it will get passed early. So the bear no bit me move as fast as possible. But the bad side of that, and even if they say the president and the banner, a month for the new that's a name saying the point in Nigeria 2 minutes, yempo. We still have to live by that. We are now with that. But if Abato a natural man for BBR, I say you can't mess up with Ghanaians right now because it's a 1 year or 1 year Juma also Babaya Manam Wagana for ye batwa by you for about that is very good. Second point was to constitute the leanest and most efficient government in first 90 days in office. Now, one on your president-elect, John Mahama, a say, ministers are doing Mubaya Jumano. Omungo be Brazil and Anudi. Now, the United States are 110. And on my jump from 110 to 123. Now, 123 and Chino. I think during the time and John Dramani Mahama was on. Now, the ministers are doing Juma, I think then, no, 88. And another buy, or they call 110. And then after the creation of new regions, a jump from 110 to 123, if I'm not mistaken. But John Dramani Mahama said this time around, he's not going to use the 88 he was using before, and then another year 123. He is coming way down to 60 ministers total. Editor Watre said the leanest and most efficient. And this time around, I think that if you don't perform, Mahama will fire you. And if Mahama doesn't fire you, we the normal Ghanaians, Number 3, establish a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials. And it is necessary, Ankasa. Ghana, I say, your standard, and Uncle Candy be an abeti old. Ghana, dear Mlanyajuma, Ghana, dear Yanisa. Mahama, so about be create a standard here. Upo, you live by. And this starts from the government officials here, or bar appointium. So, That at least that is something. 4. Hold a national economic dialogue to discuss homegrown fiscal consolidation solutions. When the economists no, afen ye ba behwe economy no ma ye betimi ayama no yakoyanim because Ghana economy no nipa na de ni da no so betimi aye no. O ma dollar ni dwani ja no ntina mfa. Mahama say obo ba be hold a national economic dialogue. Na fede ya hwe ha wa yankasa within the economy no. Ideas and stuff for ebetimi aye homegrown tactics ebetimi di aboa. 5. To scrap e-levy, COVID levy, 10% of bet winnings and emissions levy within first 90 days in office. Oba in the first 3 months, betting tax or year free war, e-levy or year free war. Didn't know me send this car, right? I think I'm sending someone 1,000 Ghana the same. Me share na ya tell me. Now very as a message for Fraba. E-levy na me say na ye e-levy no was Mahama bo betwa me. E hoda na mka say Mahama nyamai. Shime. During that moment, I was a GH Poke post video. See what was that video? Yeah, of friend electoral commission say now you vote to Mahama no. Can you kufu do if you want to buy it? Still for the video ni shame.
Hello. E patro message mensane. Easy. Oh, mami, na me ka see ya we declare Mahama winner. Na yewura akufu ado fiti office we ya. This is 7 months na mbesue ni ndi o man ahye ne nsai. Me patro muntimi ma akufu ado free office wona ka yen say adwuma si nne. Because see 1 month you obeshegu Mahama betim dey see hospitals miensa. E blocks be say 4. No wonya ebia market ba ko di account. Obeshegu kwa.
GH Poke no na adwe nyina nye. After that kwa was that another video about dey ekwe any with Mahama dey we see no. Point number 6 was to commence drafting needed legal amendments and prepare for implementing the 24-hour economy. Ade oyes or dey ba mavo dey in the talk was say no akasakura can't even define what the 24-hour economy is. Right now no say oba within the first 120 days is going to see ways and means we see about drafting legal tactics. Obe make sure say it will come, it will stay and then it will work for Ghanaians. And be mavo e na we school if you mo adwuma na e kan ho no at least with the implementation of 24-hour economy jobs will open up and then some people can get some jobs. And the crazy thing also they say right now what do they say now NDC go to test or make me approve anything they can literally change our constitution. Is that the Supreme Court now sorry and TMDR, but either way let's see. Point number 7, implement the no academic fee policy for all first-year students in public tertiary institutions. Tiabusian Soko Public University, ape na oba be rema for the first year no. Eya na botomu nyede from penimfo no binom because they say we free SHS. Until work for free ne sa o ma me with the fee some university dey jiska. Mahama say oba within the first 120 days or then nhihye ba be gu akwan mu say dey be ya o ko university so a o first year no. A government school first year won't you at least that is also something. It's an improvement upon the free SHS now. But always the problem with free SHS here, how are you going to fund it? Mahama say bad the normal Emma this free SHS and none of the buy engagement to its fullest potential. Oba mo the solutions ba amana ba beye. But again, it all comes down to funding. Where are they going to get the money? Ebia Mahama will do that dialogue when it comes to that economic thing now. Ebia ebeboa. So, they'll get ideas and ways to at least implement some of these stuff. Number 8, institute a government policy banning political appointees from purchasing state assets. As is the way there, because of MPP, no be omuye. You remember, I said a little while back, we did a story about Brian Champon, Minister for Food and Agriculture, I think. I was now our trial to one of the hotels, Labadi. I think it's Labadi Beach. Now I try to because only Rock City work. And then now turn out is only multiple businesses like multiple hotels for Ghana and they can't. And then almost there be that the price now they thought is not fair and because of so what buying on one can say saying this and then on one can pull you out because of the pressure and NDC MPs be every day the top a Blackwa Harina Idrisu some George, so I know Mahama say obey institute a government policy banning political appointees, even within his own government, from purchasing state assets. So yeah, mama and kwana so wa ban mu dia. Ultimate to anything Ghana there. Say it's going to be fun. The 9th point, or say Institute Forensic Audit into Banking Sector Collapse, COVID-19 expenses, other reckless NPP spending and scandals. Wait, number 9, we never for we new because I think hopes na do any we same. You remember say hopes a video be an what say no come back to the airport because you know say before no yet more guy can I think national security or Ghana airport war and then he was hopes na do chairman in the oil.
Look, they say airport. What the government official bia was say what no ye be man. What no airport was what to buy.
Now the whole there.
Huh?
The whole there.
They say I have taken over.
When him tactics a man for this free country, they call Koko Segun Weburuchiri, Ghana ska. And then also they say there, no one is doing that anymore. I don't know, say Mahama man is some kind of position be and I say I share the boss on board never say why. I said the chairman groups and Kasari there. It looks like I said the nice be so So if and only if so to my human to their fullest potential, and that's what we need. And at least to recover some of the money for Ghanaians. And when you hear, it doesn't really matter the party you join. It only matters if at now we are a boy the normal Ghanaian on the about the normal Ghanaian mechanism. And when it comes to scandals, COVID-19 expenses, COVID-19 no, just a buy and scab bagan and Muankasa, and a World Bank the way you back, and the countries are hold the way you back, a IMF, so much money, and then your his canning squandered. At some point, you for a brochure back, as a COVID test, obey no airport, they will charge $150. I paid for Charlie. I thought they'd been a family bar. Now they were crying because Obakran saying crack Ghana passport, Oprah price near times 2. So almost all mobile, I'm heading in be a scary be a fire. And whoever be a scary be fun, one fast with the whole crime personal. You're jealous any panel. Simple like that.
It's a very simple matter.
And the last one, reopen probe into 2020 election killings. Ayawaso West Wogon, by-election violence, murder of Ahmed Swale, and then others. I don't know so I be I don't know main part there. It won't be on my list for the first 120 days. Maybe I'll work on it within the first year, but first 120 days. We need the economy back on track. And I think our first 3 points in about the economy and how they are going to steal the money and give it to me. Hey, Seven, you are free. Yeah. Even though it's a pressing issue, because right now some of the killings happen among one key like progress. It doesn't. We don't see it that way. Bahama so about looking into all of that. Ayawaso West Ogon. Yes, a crime. It need no expiry date. And then in those type of videos, we saw Honorable Sam George, and a whole lot of stuff. Some of the killings and Mahama say about within the first 120 days, yeah, it's interesting. So at least, if the first 120 days or no kasa then we know that we have a government and a president here. He is willing to do whatever he says and willing to work for Ghanaians. So at least, yes, you'll be okay. Again, I don't care about which party comes into power. I care about Ghana first and who is going to make sure, say, no man has a course to the right way, Ghana and the Ghanaians, I would say, I guess that. So if Mama is going to be that person, I am for that person. But if you say a whole lot of stuff, now when to me and that whole lot of stuff now, and this time around with NDC being in power now, I feel like because next 4 years, President MAHAMA or Beko, NDC the new face, they really need to work hard. Send that person no more than in the next 4 years now. Ghanaians will look at Juma MAHAMA and says, okay, if MAHAMA was able to do this, then that person now can also at least continue the good works of John MAHAMA and at least in the long run. Taptap Send is back and better than before. Oh my God! Right now, I'm the serious promotion be about Christmas. You bet me when you plenty kids from Bawumia to Ghana. ubetimi awin ska and a whole lot of other stuff. Nyo be ya say send about €1,000 through Taptap Send. Now automatically now you enter into the draw. Afibia na mavu ebre na win bi. This year might be also a chance here ubetimi dia win something. You know, because Taptap Send, the goodness never stops.
Taptap Send.
Bank of Ghana ye 2 but abusuani nyina atwam. Now Taptap Send is back. But be na ye adwuma before bia no. You can go on the app and then start using it. When the app na kwa Apple App Store na Google Play Store na busi akoko download to phone so. Ubetimi use e dey send this ka kwa komado e wo Ghana to their mobile money account and even on bank account. Right now, Kromasia add the wallet system to it. It is a rate in the bar, na say good. Wait me lock in that rate, no. Say the buy na say time no so now we send this kana. That rate now lock in no. Abuja that rate no na be send dia kwa money pan regardless swati. What you say? What they send this ka abuja free. We first time I ever see chewska and a year you Europe. Just Canada, USA, so many countries. But so your first timer to get that $10, no more more free. So if I send it, no buy answer code Magraheb Ashim. That's simple. Dear Busia, so when you see Taptap Send there, best chance here. Koko download and start to use right now.
Taptap Send. Papa no.